Hello everybody and welcome to this Verbling class. My name is Amy and today's class is called Images of the Week. So what we're going to be doing is having a look at some of the best photos that have been taken around the world according to BBC Future around the week and discussing them. We'll be having a look at what we can see. We'll be practicing our speaking with regard to using our best descriptions, adjectives, it involves a lot really, prepositions as well, describing basically everything that we can see in the picture. And then discussing it. What do we think of it? There's several different topics that come up through these series of amazing pictures, so it should be pretty fun. If you like photography, then you might be interested. Do come along in if you'd like to. Before we get started though, what we are going to do is I'm going to tell you about some important pages that can help you during your time on Verbling. So, the first one is my Facebook page. That is my Verbling Teacher Facebook page. Go ahead to my Facebook page to connect up with me and the other students who attend my classes, and even some students who don't attend my classes but just like interacting via Facebook. So you can write messages and do all the stuff that you can do on Facebook through that. And I do often post things about classes that have happened or about classes that are going to happen. So it's quite a good idea to keep an eye on. The other page that can be useful to you is my Verbling Teacher page, which is the second of those links there in the chat box. Just a moment. And the Verbling Teacher page is probably most useful for just seeing my timetable and calendar. So that's including upcoming classes, which is what we're doing now, or private tutoring sessions, which is where you can have a session just one-on-one, you and me in a hangout, and we can look at something that you really want to look at, which may not be as easy to cover in classes, which are sort of aimed more at a general sort of improvement of English. So there might be something that you really want to work on. You might be going to take a test of some kind soon and you want to improve one aspect of your English. Students use them for lots of different things. They're really great to supplement along with the classes. So do take a look at my calendar on the Verbling Teacher page and see if any of my slots suit you. Click on the blue follow button if you like. That will alert you to any upcoming classes automatically, and write me a message if you'd like to. So the messaging feature is cool. You can write to me asking for more information, sorry, or about any queries that you have about anything to do with English teaching or learning. So there you go. Let's get started with our class. So today, as I said, it's a full-on speaking class, and we're going to use pictures to inspire us with our speaking today. I found this Images of the Week from BBC Future, really cool photographs, and we're going to use them to talk about, well, what we see and what we think of it. So, who do we have joining us today? Let's say hi to Raphael.
Hello, Amy.
Hello, Raphael. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm fine too, thank you. And how has everything gone in the last, well, when did I see you actually? 12 hours ago. No, 24 hours ago. I don't know. How's things going?
Fine.
Good.
As always, I have nothing interesting to tell, but to say.
Nothing interesting? Nothing special,
No,
maybe. You always say
special.
interesting things.
Yes, but it's been okay. Not just normal, normal and steady life.
A normal, steady life. That sounds great, Raphael. Are you interested in photography or art?
I like photography, but I'm not a good photographer. Perhaps maybe I'd like to appreciate some photographs, but not taking photographs.
All right. It's definitely trickier than it looks, right? Sometimes when I see a good photo, I think, wow, that's so impressive, and maybe I have the tendency to think if someone's painted a picture that I really like. I'm more impressed by that because I kind of think, wow, they've spent a lot of time, you know. And photography, it just seems like, ching, done. But it's not
Yes.
really that at all, is it?
Yeah, sometimes I'm walking the street and I just see some scene or some situation. I just wonder, well, I wish I had a camera right now to take a picture, but unfortunately I don't.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's just a moment, you know. You need to be in the right moment at the right time to take a good picture, and it's a
Yeah,
matter of luck or something.
for sure. I think occasionally I do the same as you, Raphael, and I whip out my mobile phone, but it's just not the same because the camera is not that great, and I'm a bad photographer, and it never turns out what I hope it's going to. So there you go.
Yes.
All right, who else do we have here that we should say hello to? Janine, hello.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. And how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine too.
Good.
I
And
was,
how's your cat?
yes, me and my cat.
Are
I
you
was kind
both
of
fine? Mhm.
sorry.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. What were you going to say, Janine?
Yeah, I was kind of busy. I wasn't studying English, but now I'm back.
So you are back to studying English again. After what were you busy with? Work?
Yes, a lot of stuff to do. A lot of tests in my college,
Mhm.
and I was going crazy. But now I'm fine.
All right, you've got everything behind you. So it's been exam time, hasn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure lots of students have had the same thing. So it's that time of year where you have to study all the time and rush around and get through your exams. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're through it and now you're relaxed.
Yes, thank God.
You can hear the relief in your voice. All right, well, welcome to the class, Janine.
Thank you.
Hello to Bruno.
Hi, Amy.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for
Excellent.
asking.
How is, I don't know, how's your English studying going?
So today is my first class. Um, we have a class yesterday, didn't we?
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, that was good.
I'm
So
glad to hear
I'm
it.
here again.
Excellent. That's great news, Bruno. Are you a photographer? Do you like taking photos?
No, I'm
You hate
horrible
it.
doing this. Yeah.
I think definitely right, in my opinion, life can be divided into those
Uh,
people who want to take photos of everything and those people who don't want to take any photos. And especially when you go on holiday, right? Some people are like
yeah.
photo. Drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Although having said that, when I get home from the holiday, I always appreciate these people a lot more. All right, so welcome to the class, Bruno. Good to have you. And Ahmed,
Okay.
hello.
Hello.
Have I met you before?
No, it's the first
All right, well
time.
there you go. That's a relief. I didn't forget you. Where are you from, Ahmed?
I am from Egypt.
Egypt. Very cool. And what part of Egypt do you live in?
Uh-huh. Yeah, the weather's too hot.
The weather's really hot. How hot is it? What's the
It's
temperature?
about 42 degree Celsius.
Whoa, that is hot. Um, what? So is it 42 degrees right now?
Now we are in the night. I think it's about 14 or 15, something like that.
Right. Yeah.
26. Now it's 26. Yeah.
It's 26.
Yeah, tomorrow it will be 42.
Yeah, absolutely. When the sun comes out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Ahmed. To me, that's very, very, very hot. Oh, what do you do during the day? Do you work?
Yeah, I am studying. I just
Mhm.
finished my exams. I study computer engineering. Now I am doing my internship in web development.
Mhm.
That's it.
All right, so you have to go out in the sun, or do you stay inside in the air conditioning?
Yeah, I have to go in the sun. But we have an air condition in the company. Yeah.
Oh, whew, that's good to know. All right, well, welcome. At least it's a bit cooler now, so your brain can have a think. All right. Guys, so let me introduce the topic again today, briefly. What we've got are a series of pictures which are supposedly the best images from this week, only according to BBC Future. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you the link so you can access the page, and we'll have a look at them on my screen together, and I'll let you know what we're going to do. So there's the link if you would like to have a look at it. And there's the screen share. What I can do actually is zoom in even more so that we can see the pictures nice and brightly. And there's a little caption for each one, just in case we don't know what we're looking at. All right, so as well as talking about these pictures, the purpose of today's class really is to practice speaking, but in a very specific way. So what generally happens when you are practicing your speaking in another language is that you tend to use a lot of the stuff that you already know, and sometimes it's quite hard to stretch yourself. So what we're going to do is we're first of all going to start off by having a brainstorm of different adjectives. When we look at the pictures, what I want to do before I ask one of you to describe it is to ask each of you to give me a word that you think would go nicely with this picture. It can be any word at all, in fact. It doesn't have to be an adjective. It could be a noun, a verb, any type of word you like, something that pops into your mind or you are inspired to say because of the picture. So we should have 4 of those. And then I'm going to ask one of you to describe the picture, and we'll say what we think of it, and I'll lead you on from there. So take a look at this first picture. We'll get somebody to read out the caption so that we know what we're looking at. So I'll ask Ahmed, could you read out the caption for us, that thing under here?
Yeah.
Bad moon.
Bad moon rising. A stork sleeps in a nest during a full moon near Warsaw, Poland. It's the first time we have seen a full moon on Friday, 13th in June, for almost 100 years. Getty Images.
Thank you, Ahmed. Beautiful. All right, so this is a full moon. Pretty impressive. And it's the first time there's been a full moon on Friday the 13th in June for almost 100 years. Did anyone know that amazing fact? There you go. All right, so Ahmed, can you think of a nice word that you would use to describe this picture?
Yeah. Sentence or word. Yeah. I can say bird.
Bird. Okay, good. I'm going to type that one here. Okay, let's ask Bruno. Bruno, what word would you use?
Um, I don't know. Um, this bird is probably sleeping.
Okay,
Uh, okay. I don't
so
know.
maybe we can put sleeping.
Uh-huh.
All right. Oh no, please don't say my chat box is going to... This is not the right day for the chat box not to work. Actually, it's never the right day for the chat box not
And
to
what
work.
is the name of? It's not the house of the bird, but where he put his eggs and things like that. What is the name
Good
of?
question. Who can tell Bruno what that's called? What's the bird's house called? I love it, Bruno.
Nest?
Nobody? Yes, Nest, thank you. Nest is going in the chat box too. Okay. Janine, your turn. What word would you use to describe this picture?
Full moon.
Full moon, that's 2 words. I'll let you off, though. I'll let you off. Full moon it is. Oh, no. Come on, Verling. Sorry. This sometimes happens and I can't get my mouse to work. How annoying. It's going to be really irritating today because I actually really need to use the chat box. Okay, let's try that. Raphael, what would you say to describe this picture?
Just a single word.
Yep.
Loneliness.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, loneliness. Right, so guys, what we're going to do, can you see what's coming up in the chat box there? Ah, this is driving me crazy. Sorry. Right, there we go. Loneliness is up there. Okay, so what we have almost is like a little poem, right? We could say sleeping bird, loneliness, full moon, or maybe sleeping bird, full moon, loneliness. How about that? Okay, now what I would like to do is to, Ahmed, because you're the one who read this, I would like you to describe the picture to me. So imagine I'm blind and I can't see it. And I want to join in the Verbling class because I'm a big Verbling enthusiast. Could you please tell me exactly what does the picture look like? So I want you to tell me where the things are, what's in the picture, the colors, the sizes, anything that you would use to describe this picture.
Yeah. So you know that this picture is about the first time from 100 years that the moon become full. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the picture, you will find at the right a bird. This bird stands over his nest. The bird color is black.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the bird, you will find the sky. The sky, it's also black. You will find a circle in the left. This circle refers to the moon. It's white. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ahmed. That was a really great description. This is quite an easy one, but you did really well with your prepositions. Everything was perfect. I can't improve that. So now tell me, Ahmed, do you like this picture?
Yeah. Somehow I like it when Raphael came with the word loneliness.
Yeah. Why?
Loneliness. Yeah. Uh, I think it's like you can view it in 2 ways. You can view it in loneliness. I can't say it. Loneliness.
Loneliness.
Loneliness. Yeah. You can say it from loneliness, and you can say it, see it from a bird staying and waiting for hope or something that he stands the moon and asks for something that happen, and he is waiting for something. Really, it will affect. I found that this picture somehow good. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ahmed. Great. All right. So you can see what we're doing, guys, is building a little bit of a story around the picture. As Orlando, you're very welcome to join us, by the way. Thank you for your comments in the chat box. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was going for. Like a little haiku. Do you guys know what a haiku is?
No.
Does anyone know? No? It's a Japanese poem. And actually, I can't remember the rules, but it has really strict rules about how many syllables or words you're allowed. I think it's only 3 lines. So they are really, really clever. Have a look. I might see if I can, if my computer starts working again, look and find an example for you. But We're going to do this for each of the pictures. So the first one, thank you, Ahmed. That was a really nice description. A great little poem. So we have sleeping bird, full moon, loneliness. We're going to go on to the next one now. So I'm going to go across there. And here we go. This is number 2. So Bruno, this is your one. Would you like to read out the caption?
Okay. Prize moment. First prize in the 2014 iPhone Photography Awards went to this image taken by Julio Lucas.
Great, Julio Lucas. Okay. All right, so this was taken by an iPhone. Can anyone believe that? That puts me to shame because I've never taken a photo anything like as good as this with my phone. All right, so we're going to do exactly what we did before, but Bruno, you can start this time. So can you give me a word that you would use to describe this photo? The more exciting the words you choose, guys, the better our little poems will be. So go for it.
Winter.
All right, winter. Cool. Janine.
Frozen.
Frozen. Nice. Raphael.
Harsh.
Harsh. That's a great one. Oh, come on, chat box. Okay, and Ahmed?
Summit.
Sorry, silent?
Summit.
Summit. Okay, summit. Very nice. Okay, this is really driving me crazy. Guys, what I might have to do is I'm going to just leave the class and come back in again. Because I don't know what's happening here, but could you just bear with me for 1 minute? I will be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Wonderful,
Yes.
thank you guys. Sorry, it's just, I don't know what happens there. It's impossible if I can't type as we're going along in the chat box. Thank you, Orlando, for that comment. All right, so winter, frozen, harsh, and summit. That's better. Okay, we just have to say hello to Ming quickly. Hi, Ming.
Hi, teacher Amy. Good to see
How are you today? Good to see you too.
Doing well, thanks.
Ming, well, let me see. Raphael, could you just briefly explain to Ming what we've been doing so far?
We are looking at these pictures, and we are given turns to speak a single word which describe the picture.
Okay. Simple
All right,
words
so
to describe the picture.
yeah, absolutely. So what we're doing, Ming, kind of is creating like a little poem, and then we're actually going to describe it more fully so that you can practice your descriptions. Yes, I might give a prize to the person who comes up with the best description at the end of class, and your prize will be, I'm going to think about that. All right, so we're up to Bruno. This is Bruno's picture. Bruno, actually, Ming, you can come up with a word for this one too. So far we have winter, frozen, harsh, and summit.
Desolate.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so what my job is to create this into a harsh, desolate summit. There we go. Bruno, imagine I'm blind and tell me, what do I see in this picture?
You can see a man walking alone. It's probably a place with a lot of mountains, a really cold place, and with a lot of ice. And I think it's all.
All right, tell me about the shapes and the colors.
Ah, okay. Uh-huh. There are a lot of blue in the snow on the
Mhm.
floor. Um, there are a lot of sharp mountains,
Mhm.
a lot of um, black clouds and mountains too.
Great, that's much better. That gives me a much better idea of what it's like.
Mhm.
Um, okay, thank you, Bruno. Great work. Let's go on to the next picture, and we're going to see what Janine has to deal with here. There you go, Janine. Can you read the little caption, please?
Yes. Supersonic selfie. A Dutch F-16 pilot took this self-portrait photo with a Boeing 787 on his left wing.
Great, thank you. So this is, at first glance, nothing that special, but take a look at, you can see all these reflections in the glass, and it's pretty cool seeing a plane just on your shoulder. So, Janine, what word would you use to describe this?
Mm, Sky.
Sky. Ming, what would you say?
Exhilarating.
Ooh, I like it. Exhilarating. Raphael.
Daring.
Daring. Nice. Ahmed.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Mhm. You can say what?
Pardon?
What?
I can't hear you, Ahmed. Could you type it for me or just say it one more time? War. Okay, great. Okay, that's nice and interesting. Bruno.
I don't know. Earth.
Birth.
Uh-huh.
This word here.
Air. I don't know.
Birth.
No, not birth. I said Earth. Earth.
Oh, Earth. I was going to say,
Yeah.
where did you get birth from? But I was interested in that. All right, Earth. I like it because you get the idea of almost Earth from above, right? Through the window. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Janine, I'm going to give you the task of describing this image to me as accurately as you can.
Okay. In this picture, you can see a pilot. He's in the front of the picture, and in his left side, you can see a blue and white aeroplane, and you see a blue sky, and far away you can also see the earth and the vegetation.
I love it. Great. Okay. And can you give me an idea of why this image is captivating? What's special about it?
I don't know.
All right. I'm just referring to the glass in the plane. Is there any way you could try and describe to me what's happening with the glass? Do you know what I mean? Because when you look at the glass that's sort of like the window on the plane that this guy is sitting in, you can see lots of reflections and images in that glass. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I can see that.
Any words spring to mind? Can you try and describe that to me? No? Tricky, hey?
It's a hard picture.
I know, that's all right, Janine. You did great. Can anyone help her? Anyone want to attempt to describe how you were looking at that glass?
Clear as crystal balls.
Okay, that's nice, Ming. That's very poetic. Clear as a crystal ball. Nice. Anyone else? No? All right, let me help you then. This is what I would say. Undulating reflections. There you go. It's like the image is sort of moving to me. I don't know, it's distorted in a way. And you can see the reflection, but it's not clear. It's distorted, undulating, almost moving. To me, anyway. There you go, Janine. Thank you. That was the trickiest one we've had so far, so well done. It's now Ming's turn. Here you go, Ming.
Okay.
Start by reading the caption so we can figure out what it is.
Flare apparent. A solar flare burst from the sun in an image captured by NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory.
All right. So all I want you to do, Ming, is to think of one word that describes this picture firstly.
Blast.
Blast. I like it. Raphael.
Explosion.
Okay, explosion. Great. Bruno.
Um, um, I don't know. I'll say birth now.
Okay, I like the word birth. Let's do it. Janine, your turn.
Fire.
Okay, awesome. That's very cool. So guys, what I'm really trying to do is just to get you to so that we can use a bit of more slightly unusual vocab today. So don't worry about it being accurate. What I'm more looking for is poetry or expression or creativity or something that kind of gets you practicing some slightly more unusual English words. So don't be scared of saying something a bit random, okay? All right, so Raphael, it's your turn to try and describe to me what this picture looks like when I can't see it.
It's a photography of the sun's surface, maybe taken by a telescope SOHO, and it shows some flare bursts from the sun, exhaling, creating some solar winds, and there's a lot of electromagnetic pulses emitted from it, and a lot of heat exhaled by the sun.
Wow, Raphael, that was awesome. Well done. That really gave me a good image in my mind. So obviously, it's really difficult to describe something accurately enough that somebody else can visualize it. But I really like the way you said like magnetic pull, because it's almost like you can see the magnetic pull. Kind of amazing. Thank you. Well done. All right. So guys, we've done one of these each. What we're going to do with the next picture is, there you go, is to each write 4 words. So we've been doing these little poems. I want you to think of 4 words this time that describe the picture, okay? So like we've just done, we did exhilarating, sky, daring, war, earth, or explosion, fire, blast, birth. I'll give you like 2 minutes to have a think, and then I want you to type your 4-word poem into the chat box. So any word you like that is inspired by this picture. Off you go. Yes, everyone, Bruno.
Okay.
So just any words that spring to mind, guys. It doesn't have to be really profound, okay?
Okay.
All right, there you go. Ming's example. It's a great one, Ming. Oh, thank you, Janine. I like it. We'll just wait for Raphael and Bruno, and then we'll talk about them. No problem, Janine. It's absolutely fine. It's just for practicing your language today. Ooh, thank you, Bruno. All right, anticipation is building for yours now, Raphael. All right, Raphael is writing a masterpiece, I think. So, okay, thank you, Raphael. All right, guys, can we read out? I would like to you to read out what you've written. So, Ming, you go first.
Adorable, furry, crafty entertainment.
Thank you. I can easily see where adorable and furry come from. Why did you choose crafty?
Because crafty means skilled and agile. I think it described his father pretty well.
Uh-huh.
He's
Absolutely.
skilled with soccer.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Crafty's a very cool one to choose. It sometimes can also mean something along the lines of sneaky, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you, Ming. Okay, Janine, can you read out both of yours? I like I like them both.
Okay. Who wants to play volleyball? I think that this animal, who I don't know the name at all, must be better playing football.
Do you know what? That sounds like a very cool poem because at the end of each line you have, well, you have all, right?
Yes.
Did you do that on purpose?
Sorry?
Did you do that on purpose or was it just a coincidence?
Yes.
Very
Okay.
cool. Okay, what about your second one?
Moon, ice, pilot, fire, ball.
The first word, moon. Do you mean moon?
Yeah, moon.
Moon
Oh, yeah.
with an N. With an N.
Okay.
Moon, ice, pilot, fire, ball. Why did you choose moon? Because the ball looks like a moon?
Oh no, I thought that was about the oldest pictures.
I see. So you're combining the pictures together. Moon, ice, pilot, fire, ball. Okay, I love it. Very cool. Thank you. Okay, Bruno, go for it. What was yours?
War, competition, Brazil, and fire.
And why did you choose these words?
I choose war because sometimes soccer seems like, a UFC fight or something like that. Competition because football is a competition, soccer.
Mhm.
And Brazil because the World Cup is happening in Brazil right now. And fire because Brazil is hot, so that remembers fire.
All right. Isn't it interesting to see how different people think of such different things when they see something? Um,
Yeah.
there is a game called Compatibility, which I don't know if any of you have ever heard of, but it's exactly this. You have to choose cards, and then if you match up the cards you choose with your partner, you get to move along, and it's so much fun just seeing what other people think about stuff. All right, so Raphael, your one.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you were asking. What?
Sorry, I probably didn't explain it very clearly. It's my fault.
So, yes, I'm more lost in this ugly but lively furry.
I love it. I'm more lost than this ugly but lively furry. Raphael, that's awesome. I think I have to give you the mini prize for that one because it rhymes and it's funny. All right, next one, guys. So are you all clear what I would like you to do now? We're going to do this one more time. So we're going to look at the next picture. I want you to just, well, what you just did was absolutely fine. But let's come up with 4 more words to describe these pictures. You've got now 30 seconds, okay? Go. All right, great. This is very cool. Look at some of the words that you guys have chosen. We've all chosen sort of similar things this time, which is interesting. Okay, let's start off with Bruno. Bruno, what are yours?
Pyramid, sand, sun, and salt.
Awesome, and they're all nouns, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Why did you choose pyramid?
Because in Egypt we have a lot of pyramids
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of sand and a lot of sun, and it's said that it's near to Red Sea, right? So I think there are a lot of salt.
Very cool. I love that. That's really evocative. Thank you, Bruno. Janine, your turn.
Okay, earth, contrast, flow, peaceful.
Thank you. These two, the peaceful is not something that would have crossed my mind, but now that you mention it, I agree with you. That's a really interesting one. Why did you choose flow?
Flow, because we can see a river and we can see the water flowing through the river.
All right, beautiful. And why did you choose contrast? So I'm going to ask this to Raphael as well.
Yes, because in this picture we see a desert, I think so, and we see a lot of vegetation too.
Absolutely. Okay, beautiful. So the contrast for you is between the desert and the vegetation, or maybe the sea. Okay.
Yeah.
Raphael, I'll ask you next, because you also put contrast. Why did you put contrast?
For the same reason, we see some desert in the bottom of the screen, perhaps in the top of the screen. I don't know, it seems to be, and some snow, I don't know, it's hard to see. Perhaps some contrast. And also the vegetation in the middle, so the river. So it's a contrast between, I don't know, life and death, or life and, the joy of life in the middle with this huge forest, I don't know, and the desert at the bottom. So it's a huge contrast.
All right. So a similar reason to Janine, I think, although you're using your contrast to describe like your thoughts as well as what you see, right?
Yes.
Why did you choose the word protect, Raphael?
Because it's our home. It's the Earth. We need to protect it. So it's more like a protect the environment.
Thank you. Okay, this is very interesting. Ming, why did you choose? Oh, I love the word azure. What a great word. You've chosen some really, really evocative words. Can you explain why you chose them?
Azure, that it's just a fancier word for blue. I don't want to say blue because it's just too common.
Mm-hmm.
Nurturing, because it's the only home we have. That's the only planet that supports life. Wondrous is so big and marvelous that I think wondrous is a great word to describe. And is shaped like a globe, so I think globe is a good word to describe planet Earth.
Absolutely. Thank you. Great, really great words are coming out of you guys now. We're going to go on to the next picture. Okay. And we're going to do something slightly different now. What I would like you to do is we're going to take it in turns just to say one sentence about this picture. It doesn't necessarily have to be a description this time. It could be just something that springs to mind, okay? In some way, your sentence has to be related to the picture. But it doesn't have to be a description. It could be something, a memory. It could be a hope for the future. It could be literally anything at all, but related to this picture. So I'm going to ask Bruno, you have to go first with this one. Just a sentence, whatever springs to mind, okay?
But do I have to put it on the chat?
All right, maybe that will be slightly easier for you, hey? Because you get to think about it for a few seconds. So why don't we start off with doing that? Yes. Put your sentence in the chat box, guys. And then you don't have to be on the spot with me asking you. So I'll give you like 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys. Janine, can you read out yours for us?
Sure. Planes are coming through the sky.
It has a very nice rhythm to it. I feel like there should be another line that says da 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 da. If anyone wants to think of the next line, go ahead. Thank you, Janine. Ming.
A flight of jets zipping through the sky under the bashful moon.
What a great little description, Ming. Why did you say bashful moon?
Because you can only see half of it. So
I love it. And zipping is a very cool verb. Thank you. All right, Bruno.
Planes are hurting the moon.
Did you mean to say hunting or hurting?
Hunting, yeah.
Hunting. It's okay. You missed out your N.
Hunting.
That's a really cool idea because it actually, now I look at the picture with your sentence in mind, I agree with you. It could be that they're hunting the moon. It's like, come on, guys, let's go get the moon. Raphael,
Yeah.
did you run out of ideas, Raphael?
Sorry, it was my best.
Planes flying! Exclamation mark. All right, very cool. Thank you, guys. Okay, our last task today is, I'm going to get the next picture. Okay, there you go. All right, now I love the idea of, who was it at the beginning? Orlando, who reminded me that our poems have been a bit like haiku. This is a Japanese form of poem, which you have to be careful about the number of syllables. So the rules are this, and you guys have got 5 minutes to write a little haiku about this picture. You have to have 3 lines in your poem, 3 lines. The first line has to be 5 syllables. Do we all know what a syllable is, first of all? Can somebody explain what a syllable is? Nobody? No? Okay, a syllable is basically the way that we divide up words. So if you have the word dog, there's only one emphasis and it's just 1 syllable. If you have the word airport, then you have 2 emphases and that's 2 syllables, right? Air and port. If you have the word elephant, there's 3, so elephant. You get the idea? Yes? I'm taking
I
that as a
think so.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Great. So what I'd like you to do is take a look at this picture and write me a 3-minute haiku. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do this as well. See if you can get 3 lines in your poem. The first one must have 5 syllables. The second one must have 7. And the third must have 5. If it's not 100% related to the picture, I won't mind, guys, okay? So let's just do this as a last challenge of the class. Off you go. When you've got your haiku, see if you can write it for me in the chat box. Wow, go for it, Ming. You are speedy. I really like yours, Ming. Well done. Bruno. Janine. I love it. This is very entertaining. Janine, your second line needs to have 7 syllables and you've only got 5. One more minute, guys, and then we're going to read them. Raphael, I'm expecting big things from you because this is from Rio, this photo. Time's nearly up, guys. You're going to have to give me whatever you've got. Thank you, Janine. All right, Raphael and Bruno, we're still waiting for yours, but I'm going to get Ming to read his out first. Go for it, Ming.
Monkey gazing off, it sees the city below, thinking about food.
I do not know how you did that so quickly. It makes perfect sense and it sounds good. Well done. All right, Janine, your turn.
I am a monkey, and I love to sit around and steal your money.
Steal is spelt like that.
Oh, okay.
Steal your money. That's really entertaining. Well done, Janine. Great work. Okay. Raphael, your turn.
I look to the past, a good sight for the present, a hope for the future.
Very cool, Raphael. I really like it. That's awesome. Well done. Bruno, you're the last one.
Okay, it didn't work, but cries hugging monkey. Rio wants World Cup star.
Rio wants World Cup star. I like it. But you haven't got the 575, Bruno. You're going to have to work on that and post it on my Facebook page for me later, okay?
Okay.
No, I'm only kidding. Only if you would like to. Guys, well done. There's some really good vocabulary today. Check out the chat box before you leave. Write down some of the words that you guys have mentioned because they're really nice adjectives to spice up your English a little bit. I know it was a bit of a different class today. I made you think hard, didn't I? But well done all of you for participating so wonderfully well. I have to go. I'm late for my next class, which is writing. So if you want to practice some more writing, we're going to be writing about holidays from hell today. If not, I hope to see you all again soon. So take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.